this video I tear out the front suspension and the engine. As you saw in the previous video, the front beam is really rusty, so I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to take the brake lines off on each side. There's 4 bolts here where it bolts to the frame head, 2 bolts up top, and the steering coupler. We'll see how much of that footage I can get. First off, I'm going to do the brake lines. I've got a line wrench here. The lines actually look pretty decent. The rubber hoses are bad though. I could probably just cut them, but I need to take them off eventually. So what's your secret for removing these clips? I just take a screwdriver on the end and just kind of tap them out. So I'm pretty sure those frame head bolts are rusted pretty solid, so I'm going to do, there's not enough room to get an impact wrench in there, so I'm going to do a manual impact wrench, a regular wrench and a dead blow hammer. They're turning. Got all 4 of them to turn. Now I just got to get them out. That's pretty loose. There should be enough room to reach it from the top. Alright, I'll see if I can move the camera and get you a closer view of this. I'm going to start off by putting a little penetrating oil on these bolts here for the coupler. Looks pretty rough. Not as bad as I expected. I was able to reach this last bolt with a flex head wrench. Got a long extension with a 3/8 drive wobble socket because there's not a lot of room in here. You can see it just barely fits in there. Thankfully they're not super tight. I think I've got everything loose. Now I'm going to try to drop the car down a little bit so I can get the tie rods over the frame head. At least that's the plan. Try going up. Alright. Guess I'm too used to working on dune buggies. There's not enough room with the body in here. I'm gonna have to pull the long tie rod off. Not a big deal. Got the tie rod loose. I didn't get any footage of that, but I wouldn't recommend doing it the way I did. So I'm not going to tell you how I did it. It's out. Now, for anybody at home doing this, remember to take the tie rod out first. I'm probably not going to show you exactly how I pull this engine out of here just because there's not a lot of space in here, but I'll just show you the differences on the Auto Stick versus a regular bug. If you can see in there, right there is a torque converter bolt. There are 4 of those. I believe they're a 8mm head. And then it has long bolts down here instead of nuts like on a regular bug. There is a line over here too that you need to disconnect. Probably pull this one first because then it'll drain all the fluid out, so you don't have to mess with fluid when you disconnect the other lines. And then there's a couple more wires up top for the control valve that need to be disconnected, and a couple vacuum lines. I've got all the bolts underneath disconnected, so now I'm going to work on the top. Again, I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it, but I'll point out the Auto Stick specific parts here. Got a vacuum line there that goes to the carburetor. Down here, there's a vacuum line that goes to the intake manifold. And then over here, there are 2 wires on the control valve that need to come disconnected. And then right here is an ATF line fitting. There's also a jam nut for the line where it comes through the tin here, so you have to disconnect the line and that jam nut. I was having some issues with that nut up there because it's kind of hard to get on the back side of the line, and if you just keep on spinning it, you'll twist the line off. So I took it off down on the pump here. I also took the other hard line out of the way just so the line doesn't hook up. So I took the other line out of the way here just so the other line doesn't hang up on it when I'm trying to pull that tin off out there. Got everything loose. Now I'm going to try lifting the car up. torque converter is sticking to the flex plate. I've got all the bolts out, but there might be some rust on the center bore there that's holding it up. I'm gonna see if I can pry it loose. Took a little prying. I actually had to jam the screwdriver in there and hit it with the hammer, and finally broke loose. Pulling the torque converter out of there so it doesn't fall on the ground when I put the lift up. Well, I got the engine out, so now I still got a whole bunch of other work to do. I might just end the video here. Now, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, because I'm gonna be hitting this thing hard because I want it done for summer. See you on the next one.